I have to say, who doesn't love a good dessert where apples are the star? Apple pie, apple crisp, you name it. If there's apples in it, I am there. So good. So of course, when it comes to making a fun recipe for breakfast, it's only natural that sometimes I look at some of my favorite desserts for inspiration. So today I'm gonna be showing you how to make apple crisp overnight oats. This breakfast recipe is so easy, so delicious, has that yummy apple cinnamony goodness going on, but actually a little bit healthier than the actual dessert. Thankfully, it's so fast to make. Let me show you. Let's start with our base, which is of course gonna include oatmeal. I usually do about 1/3 cup, but if you like a slightly bigger breakfast for whatever reason, then you might want to go with 1/2 cup of oats. Notice my handy dandy little mason jar funnel I have going on here. I got that on Amazon. I'll provide the link below. Next, we have our non-dairy milk. And so all you do is you take the amount of oats that you used and then double it for your milk. You can do almond milk, cashew milk, oat milk, rice milk, soy, whatever floats your boat, whatever your favorite is, it will work. But I will say, if you like your oats a little thicker, you might want to go just a little under that doubled mark. I did 2/3 cup here. If you like it thicker, do a little bit less than that amount. Next, we're gonna do some ground flaxseed. This will add a nice thickness to our mixture. Ground flax seeds also happen to be one of the healthiest foods on the planet, super rich in omega-3s, which are hard to get in other foods. Next, we're gonna be adding some cinnamon. 1/4 teaspoon. Next, we have some maple syrup. We have a Costco near us, which is by far the best place to get maple syrup. So cheap, about half the price as any other place that sells it. If you want to do a sugar-free sweetener, monk fruit is great in this recipe as well, if you want to skip the maple syrup. I personally like the richness and the flavor of the maple syrup in this recipe, so that's the route I always go. Lastly, a little pinch of salt. About 1/8 teaspoon or so. Really helps to round out the flavors, add a little extra punch. Just give it a little stir. Now it might not seem very thick at this point, but as it sits in the fridge, it will definitely start to thicken up. Okay, that is our base. We're all done. All right, so here's a little tip for you. It's no more difficult to make 5 of these as it is to make 1. So make breakfast for yourself so you're all set for the week. You're gonna be so happy you did it, honestly. Waking up, knowing that you have apple crisp overnight. Apple crisp overnight oats waiting for you every single morning. You'll be so thankful you did it, trust me. All right, so we have our base covered. Now let's work on the appley filling goodness. We need about 1/2 of an apple. Comes out to about 3/4 cup of an apple. All right, just give this a nice chop. And really, you can make these pieces any size that you like. If you like them really thin and small, you can do that. I usually aim for about 1/2-inch pieces myself. I have them to a microwave safe bowl because that's where they're going. Next, we'll add either some lemon juice or apple cider vinegar. I typically like apple cider vinegar because it does taste a little bit like apples. I'm a big fan of the stuff in general. A little bit more cinnamon. And good old nutmeg. It's powerful stuff. You certainly don't need a lot, but it certainly makes its presence known when it is there. It is good stuff. I love it. Okay. Just a little bit more maple syrup. Give this a little stir. Oops, get back here. And I'm just gonna pop this in the microwave for about 1 minute, but if you like them a little bit softer, go for maybe 1.5 minutes. All right, apples are done. Be careful, your bowl may be hot. Yum. Oh boy, these look so good and they smell incredible, just like apple pie. Bring our base front and center. Just spoon our apple mixture right on top. And any remaining juices, I just pour right on top because that is extra flavor right there. And that is it. Put our lid right on top. So then we just keep it in the fridge for at least 6 hours and then it keeps for about 5 days. I have to say, mason jars are really easy to find these days. A lot of grocery stores do carry them even though we don't realize it. So take a look. If not, they're easy to find online. In fact, I'll provide a link below for you to find them as well. Place this in our refrigerator. But thankfully, I made one yesterday and I have one ready to go. So of course with apple crisp, you want something that has some crisp. So our final step right before we eat them is to add some granola. I usually just use a store-bought type of granola. I will provide a link below of my favorite kind. This is a pumpkin fig granola. This stuff is so tasty and it works really nicely in this recipe. Just put it right on top and we have our crisp. It's really pretty and delicious looking with those apples peeking through. I can smell the cinnamon and it's gotten nice and thick sitting overnight. Yum, look at that nice color. Delicious. It's about lunchtime, but I'm gonna go ahead and dig into this now because it smells good, it looks good. Look at that, oh boy. If you have a friend or family member that you know would love this recipe, be sure to tag them below. And of course, you can always share the video as well. And then if you decide to make this recipe, please let me know what you think in the comments below. I love to hear all of your feedback. To see more videos on how awesome and easy and delicious vegan food really can be, click right over here. And please make my day, subscribe now. And if you'd like to get instant notifications anytime that I post a new video, look for that bell and click it. Thank you so much, and I will see you all next time.